Good day or good evening, whatever time it is, the time you're watching this video. I have a couple of decks that I was drawn to for today, and these ones I haven't used in quite some time. We've got the Divine Masters right here that I'm shuffling and clearing at this time for these messages to come out for the collective. And then I'm also going to be using my Archangel Oracle deck today. Using these as the tools to tap in for the messages in order to be channeled through to the collective for the greatest and the highest good. Okay, Spirit. Starting with those. Didn't even have to ask. I truly appreciate you, Spirit. Thank you. Go ahead and get some of these angel ones as well to start this message off with. And as I'm shuffling, I'm hearing the words, the clouds are finally separating. And the blue skies appear once more. That's what I hear. Alright, Spirit, can we get some of these ones too, please? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night, whatever time you're watching this. And if not, as always, I hope it gets better from here. Alright, we're going to start out with these cards and see where it takes us. And I'm being told to go ahead and tap into the angels at this time first, so we're going to scoot these over here a little bit. We've got Archangel Charity here right out the gate. Give with an open heart and be generous. And she's got that cornucopia there in her hands. I know that came out in a few readings ago as well. Now we have Archangel Faith. With faith you are invincible. Believe in yourself. And another beautiful angel. We have Archangel Gersisa, or Gersisa. Create a solid spiritual foundation. Be in service to the planet. I love this one. It's very pretty. I've actually never seen this one come out of the deck. I love it when that happens. I love when I'm seeing new cards that I'm not familiar with coming out of decks that I've used for quite some time. So the overall vibe of these cards coming out, it's really feeling that you are being asked to have faith and believe in yourself and in your invincibility. Have faith in the fact that your soul is infinite even though your flesh is temporary, is what I heard. And these are the solid spiritual foundations that are being talked about here. And with the give with an open heart and being generous, it plays into this one as well. Being of service not only to the people around you, but also to the planet itself. It's speaking of following that flame within you that resides within you, and seeing your plate as full to the point where you can give to others. You can share that light with others because it's spilling over within your own vessel, is what I'm hearing. I mean, even in this card, you can see that it's like spilling out here because it's so full, it's spilling out. It's also kind of giving me that Ace of Cups vibes as well. But also a little bit of temperance there with the pouring. So I'm definitely speaking to someone who is here, who is being of service, is following that path of being service to people and the planet at this time. And sharing that light and igniting others' lights as well. with that flame that burns within you, that runneth over, I heard. Let's go ahead and grab these guys and see what else. Wow, I kind of thought so. I kind of thought so. I felt that vibe for sure. We've got Yeshua here, and it's the Acts of Service card. So we are definitely talking about someone who is in service at this time for this planet. It says, when you serve, the universe sees you. And that's that law of attraction there. What you give out is what you obtain, what comes back to you. And you know this very well. You work with this energy very well. And then we have Shiva. The karma release. The end of a cycle, debts are paid, and choose your destiny. And right at the top there, my mind's being brought back to that channeled message that was channeling through as I was shuffling these cards. And it was speaking of how the clouds are separating in the sky at this time for you. And that the blue skies behind the clouds are finally visible to you once again. And now that song, I can see clearly now, is coming into my mind's eye as well. Once again, I am not going to sing it for you guys. I will save you the I'll save you the agony there. And that's this energy here. The end of a cycle. Karmic debts being paid off, you know? And I'm also now hearing with that there is like actual physical debts as well that are being paid off and being paid in your favor at this time. Because of all these acts of service that you perform, even in the 3D, not even just the spiritual forms. So there is a big time karmic clearing here happening for you. Blockages are being removed at this time. And in all of this, you're being asked and being told that you can choose your destiny here. And now I'm hearing that you feel like you are destined to serve. And that's not really in a servant kind of way. That's in a service to help other people and help this planet. Not necessarily working underneath someone and serving someone in that way. That's not what this act of service is talking about here. And now I'm hearing that with all of this foundational work, like what this card's talking about, that spiritual foundation, you were essentially acting of service to yourself as well, and not in a context of being selfish or self-serving in that regard, but self-serving in a way where it helped you with clearing these karmic blockages, where it helped you bring this rainbow auric field around your crown chakra, where it ignited the flame within you and caused your cornucopia here to spill over. And so congratulations on that front. And Spirit is telling me to let you know to make sure you keep this in your heart. Keep this belief in yourself very close to you, because it is a precious treasure. It's a precious key. And it should not ever be forgotten, is what I'm hearing. You may very well be an energy worker or a healer with these hands down here over the Stonehenge, doing planetary grid work, bringing healing to certain locations, whether it be you traveling there or whether it be you doing it out in the astral planes and within meditation. Because all you have to do is visualize the place that you want to heal, and that energy will go there. And somehow I know that you know this with this card coming out. I felt compelled to go ahead and read the Your Message part with this Shiva coming out. It says, it's time to release any guilt or regrets you have about your past. If a decision you have taken is preying on your mind, know that it's not because the universe wants you to feel guilty about it, but because it's giving you an opportunity to see how far you've come. Also know that all of your debts have been paid, and you can stop asking the universe for forgiveness, because as far as it's concerned, you are forgiven. And that's just it. The universe does not work in ways of holding grudges for your mistakes. Your mistakes were designed in order for you to be able to learn from them. And by being open and willing to reflect and to learn from them is how that forgiveness is obtained. The minute you learn something from it and produce a more positive mindset because of the lesson that you had learned. And this is definitely one of the teachings that my friend Yeshua here was all about. And that was his act of service, was teaching all of this stuff. I apologize, I know I'm a little OCD about the cards. Can't help it. But anyways, yes, with this karma release card with Shiva, the universe is basically saying you can stop asking for forgiveness. Yeshua here. Yeshua is saying, you can stop asking me for forgiveness. Please stop asking for forgiveness, because the minute your mistakes were made in your past was the minute you were forgiven. Because these mistakes were being made so that you can learn. You were automatically forgiven. I'm going to go ahead and grab some tarot and see if there's anything else that needs to be brought to the table for you on this beautiful and glorious day or night. And while I'm shuffling these, I just want to once again say thank you to all of you who are here and who are vibing with what I'm putting out here on this channel. And thanks for vibing with me and Spirit, because this is not just my channel. This is also Spirit's channel as well. Me and Spirit are a collaboration. And I often put Spirit through the ringer with the questions that I have. Things that I don't even record half the time. By the way, I have been guided to go ahead and open up for memberships, and I have been failing to mention this while I'm recording just because I get so wrapped up into the messages coming out. Spirit has pointed this out several times. And as I'm looking up into the sky right now, I can see a cloud formation, and it looks like a giant smiley face, which is pretty cool. But over there on the members side of the channel is where I will be posting. A lot of it right now is just recorded audio, because the way I question Spirit about things, I tend to do it on recording. And I allow Spirit, I ask the question, and then I allow Spirit to use me as a vessel to transmit the answer to the question that I have. And I am also going to be sharing things like that I've seen in the astrals, things that I've been shown, stuff like that, more deep dive stuff. Also, readings will be over there as well, but more deeper, more, nitty gritty, and more elevated. So yeah, Spirit just wanted me to mention that on my next video that I did, and here I am. It's my next video, so. So yeah, but anyways, regardless, I just truly, I feel the love and the support from all of you guys, and I just want to let you guys know how grateful and thankful I am for it. And for those of you who have decided to leave the channel for reasons unbeknownst to me and need not be, I wish you all the best as well. You know, I'm not for everyone, and I completely understand that. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse popping out there. And this is speaking of, frustration, you know, but it's that wounded warrior as well. If it's upright, it reminds me of the wounded warrior, that Chiron energy. And with it being in reverse, in this aspect, I'm really feeling that this karmic release is causing a healing to this wounded warrior. It's kind of flipping that wounded warrior energy into something of greater value. And the fact that you were being asked to stop asking for forgiveness as well. Because this is what is causing the frustration here. You're remaining in a frustrated vibration because you feel as if you have done so many wrongs in the past. You know, I'm even hearing you say this. I've done so many wrongs in my past, how could it be made right? And this is Spirit reminding you that the minute that these things were done, you were already forgiven. And so you're being asked to release that frustration because it's draining your energy. And this energy that's being drained, interestingly enough, with this falling out of here, now it's reminded me of being drained of energy as well. But anyways, this frustration, this anxiety that you're bringing onto yourself for seemingly no reason to Spirit, to Yeshua, to the angels, to Shiva even, it's unnecessary. And to, you know, basically knock it off. They don't want you to do that. They want you to give yourself a hug and tell yourself it's okay. You're already forgiven. And I'm seeing this little guy poking out too. We've got the King of Cups in reversed. Yeah, it's like there was an obsession there. It's very obsessive energy. You were obsessing over this forgiveness, over this righting of the wrongs in the past. And this very well could be causing some moodiness as well. What else, Spirit? The Empress in reverse. So by staying in this energy, you're not really seeing your cornucopia there in your hands. And the universe wants you to see it. They want you to take this and get rid of all of this frustration that you're bringing upon yourself and flip yourself upright. They want you here. They want you here. You know? I'm going to put that over there next to Archangel Charity. Because once you feel like you're here, then all of this generosity can occur, and you can then pass all that on to everybody in the planet. And the planet itself as well. Which is awesome. It's just like a breath of fresh air, almost. I just felt. It's just that energy, like a... You know what I mean? Like a heavy burden being lifted. And who better to show up to do that for you than Yeshua? Thank you, Yeshua, for being here. Yeah. And you're coming into clarity about it. With the Two of Swords upside down, reversed. You know? This is causing you clarity. The fact that you probably already got this, is what I'm hearing. You already did this part. You stopped asking for forgiveness. Because you finally realized that your mistakes, the things that you were asking for forgiveness for, it was silly to ask for forgiveness because you've already learned. You've learned this method already. And you have extreme clarity about it. And you're using it to put forth actions that are needed in order to serve the community and the planet around you. And this kind of shadow work as well, because that's what we're talking about here, is shadow work. You know, this is a form of shadow work. It's diving into a little bit darker depths of our mind in the human sense. And the fact that we were really holding ourselves against our own selves. We were holding past lessons, past failures against ourselves, and weren't seeing the bigger picture. But now you are, now we are, right? And that's that clarity. And I'm seeing two more sticking out here. I'll go ahead and grab those and set this big deck aside here. Yeah, we've got the Seven of Swords here. And then we have or Seven of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Swords. And so this was your defense mechanism, I'm hearing. This whole, like, holding things against yourself. It was a defense mechanism that was programmed into your mind ever since you were a young child. You were taught at a young age to really, like, be hard on yourself, I'm hearing. And to be hard on the mistakes that you make, and to see them as failures and nothing else. And when you finally reached that truth, the fact that you are forgiven the minute you make your mistakes, the truth that you are learning each and every time a mistake is made, you're learning how to go back and do it better and do it more efficiently. And that's that Queen of Swords energy right there. That's where you're sitting currently. Using that as an intelligence. And I'm hearing setting clear boundaries. My eye went down to the clear boundaries. That's why I like these, because they have like keywords which triggers stuff, you know? I'm a very visual person. But you set clear boundaries with yourself. Because you realized that yourself needed boundaries with yourself. And that is a whole nother level of self-control, my friend. That's amazing. And I sure hope that you are out there teaching this to other people as well, because this is a great key of wisdom that you hold within you. And now I'm feeling the energy lifting. And I thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy here with the collective and with me in spirit. And thank you for bringing forth your story. I truly appreciate it. I love each and every one of you unconditionally, and I am so grateful that you guys are here. And I'm so thankful once again for the support and the unconditional love to me. Thank you for that, because I unconditionally love all of you as well. Until next time, love you. Bye.